my channel. If you're new here, thanks for taking a minute to stop by and check out my channel. I hope you decide to stick around and subscribe. I would love to have you here. If you're returning, thank you so much as always for your continued support. So today I'm going to dive right into the video. The topic of discussion for today is simply, are you prepared? All right, are you guys prepared? So you guys know what's going on in the world. We're dealing with food shortages. We're dealing with this whole virus that's been at it for over a year, and there's a new variant every time you turn around. But the main question is, are you prepared? I just want to encourage you guys to build your team, and that's part of being prepared. So I'm saying to build your team, and what I mean specifically by that, you should always have a team of people that you can rely on in case, you know, SHTF, but you should have another team outside of that for the sole purpose of where we're heading with this whole virus, and how so many people and companies are trying to mandate that certain people have this thing that goes as you guys can see, there's a huge push for this thing. That's mind-blowing to me that there's such a huge push on it, and I'm not here to judge you whether you get it or you don't. All I know is that I know what's going on for myself and my household, and you know what we're doing. And my views and opinions are solely my views and opinions. You can feel free to feel different. I mean, we're all entitled to our own opinions. That's what makes each and every one of us so different. Just because we think, and you know, we just think differently. So with that being said, how prepared are you? If it comes to the point that they make people show a Vax card to get into stores, what are you gonna do? What are you going to do if you do not have that in your arm? If you have not received that, and the stores do this, you're not going to be able to get into the stores. So this goes back to building your team. You need to make sure you have, whether it's a friend, a family member, or somebody that's close to you that you trust. I feel like at this point in time, you may need to go ahead and designate a certain person or certain members of that group who have received it. That way they can go into the store for you. This is another reason why we prep, y'all. I know that's not for all of us, because there's many people that I've seen that have received it, and like I said, no judgment here. I mean, do what's best for you. I'm not here to judge. For those of us who have decided against it, and we all have different reasons, and a lot of us have a lot of the same reasons that we don't want to get it, that's okay, because at this point there's nothing that anyone can say to convince me to get it. Point blank, period, end of discussion. Food for thought. What if they make it so that the truck drivers have to get this vaccine? What if they mandate it so that the truck drivers have to get it? What are we gonna do, y'all? That means that our already affected food supply chain is gonna furthermore suffer, and we're gonna have even more issues. There's already a shortage of truckers. So what happens if they mandate that? Because there are going to be a lot of truckers who are against it and who will not get it. So then what? And I know that my state, they have made it mandatory. Let me go back to this, because my governor actually held a press conference today. In my state, they are making it mandatory for certain people that work in a state-operated healthcare system. So state-operated healthcare systems, these employees have been mandated to get the vaccine. A lot of them do have certain dates. I know there's a huge healthcare system close to me. I believe their date is October the 1st. They have till October the 1st to get that. And I do know some people already who are already talking about quitting on that date due to that, because they don't want anything to do with it. I'm in healthcare, and I'm not getting it. Quite simply, I'm not getting it. I know, I'm sure a lot of people will have an issue with that, but to each his own. I'm doing what's best for me, and apparently there's a lot of us in the healthcare field, whether it be working in a doctor's office, working in the hospital, if you're just out there dealing with the public, like EMS, you know, just different people who deal closely with the public medically. And we're choosing not to get it. And by all means, that's our right. You guys can choose to judge away. My biggest PSA in this whole thing, and the takeaway, is to prepare. We're going to keep on prepping. You keep on stocking. Go to the store and just get as much as you can on your budget while you still have a chance. I am not saying by any means that this is going to happen. This is something that just happened to cross my mind, and I figured that I needed to go ahead and share it with you guys, just to go ahead and get your wheels turning in case you have not received this. Just because we have so many other things that are going on and that we're focused on, this might not be something that many of us have thought about, so I wanted to bring it to your attention. So I think that's all. Like I said, there is definitely a huge push for this in North Carolina and other states. I know that my governor said that pretty much on the press conference today, that the Delta will find us. He was like, for anybody who's unvaccinated, it will find you. He's saying that 90% of all cases, including those that are hospitalized right now, are from unvaccinated people. Does that change my mind? Absolutely not. A lot of you guys think that probably I should be scared. Am I? No. And here's the thing. Back in June of last year, Father's Day weekend, I actually was diagnosed with, that. I mean, I had testing done and everything like that. And was I a little sick? Yes. Was it like I was really bad off? Absolutely not. I feel like I had a version of the flu, and it wasn't absolutely horrible. I lost my sense of taste, smell, and had sneezing, a little bit of coughing, body aches and stuff like that. Nothing major for me that my body couldn't handle, which I'm thankful for. But again, I can go on a whole tangent about that, but that's not what this is about. My biggest thing was just asking, are you guys prepared? And just to kind of think outside of the box when you're preparing and when you're prepping, just because, like I said, you don't know if we'll be able to have access to the grocery stores, and just to build your system, build your team. So with that being said, that's the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next video.